Hello everybody, welcome to our second and final live stream of today. We're Train Sim World 2. Almost said Microsoft Flight Simulator. We just got done with that. So we're going to take a trip. We're going to do a regional express from Augsburg to Munich in the DB BR425. So let's get in here, get the train set up and depart. I've got the snow activated, so it should be for a make for a nice little trip, hopefully. Might make things interesting as we come into the stations and whatnot. So, yeah. And of course, we come in and we're not in the train. That's fan-frickin-tastic. Alright, let's try another one then. Man, that's not a good look. It's not a good look, Dovetail, honestly. It's not a good look at all. It's very embarrassing, quite honestly. Snow levels again. Precipitation, so we got a little bit of snow coming down over. Let's try this one. Well, that's not the first time that's happened, Joseph. The problem is that sometimes you spawn in and you don't have a train. You're just at the station. All right, there we go. Now we're finally where we need to be. Oops. Let's make sure we unlock the correct side. See, I'm so used to the way that I think I need to turn on something. Oops, that's what I need to turn on. There we go. I think this should be the I'm so used to the way might not give us the let's pick a RE service. I don't care where. Away we go. Hello, Joseph. Or hello, I'm sorry, Joseph and Mick. Quick run over to Augsburg. Ostenstrasse platform 4. I think I pronounced that correctly. Probably not. A little snowy ride here. Yeah, that's happened before, Joseph, and it's like hit and miss because you never know when you're going to spawn in if you're going to get a some kind of a something like that happening. Yeah, a little snowy train ride. Train ride Mick. Yeah. I had honestly forgotten I had promised I was going to do. And then after I stopped the stream yesterday, I was like, wait a second. I'm supposed to do the trains. And then I'm like, well, we'll just do the trains afterwards. So. I'm not worried about medals or anything today. We're just going to have a nice little trip here on the route. Little snowy morning train ride. Yeah, that's a pretty good stop right there. Of course, we're late now, but that's okay. Yeah, it's so weird changing from one game to another, and you're used to how the layouts are and how you change your views and everything as far as your camera stuff goes. So yeah, it's a bit odd sometimes. Might do some train driving when you're home. Where are you at now, Mr. Addies? And I hope you don't say that you're at the pub. Just on the bus on my way home, just finished my lunch. Oh. Okay. So I don't know. So you went out for lunch then, I'm guessing. Okay, well that's good, Joseph. Hey, at least we're nailing our stops. Even though it says I'm going to Dusseldorf, it does say correctly that we are going to Munich. Goes the ice train. The one train that gives Mick fits. The one of few that gives Mick fits, that's for sure. Kissing platform, or it should be Kissing platform 5. It's hard to drive. Well, yeah, you can't just get on the power right away. You gotta build your speed up. You can't just go full whack, as Joe likes to call it. So it can be. You gotta watch your speed. You can't get on the power right away. You gotta watch your braking as well. Hello, Chris. Welcome. Nice to see you here. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stops until we get to our destination. We'll get there when we get there. Surprised Amela hasn't been in today. Unless he's been lurking. Ooh, see, we got on the brakes a little too much there. Now we're starting to just slide. Yeah, we were talking about the racing earlier in Joseph's stream. Hey, you guys had some really good races. Few that were a bit. The AI was doing their usual stuff, but overall, you guys had some really good races. I think. I know the one. Pulse had some good stuff, and then that last one really did him in. All right. These folks on board the train. Well, I think you did pretty well, Chris. There was some stuff where, you know, you started kind of wonky and then you caught up. You know, you just made your way through the pack, and that's the way to do it. So, yeah. Mering Street, or Meringstrasse, or Mering St. Afra. I'm not sure what that's supposed to mean. Yeah. You guys had some good battles. You know, you raced clean, despite the AI doing their usual nonsense. So yeah, some good, really good stuff. I mean, Glenn got, you know, he had some bad luck, but he had some really good wins as well. So yeah, everybody got on the top step of the podium. Whereas sometimes it's like only one driver or two gets on the, you know, it's either Pulse or Glenn. Hello, Bex, welcome. Yeah, Pulse usually has a really string of good luck in the races. He gets out front and then he's gone. But yeah, you guys had some really, yeah, it was good stuff last night. Yeah, I did like the clean racing. You guys all, you know, you tried to make sure that you didn't take each other out purposely or whatever. You had some really good battles, and that's the important part. You enjoyed the race where you scared Mick. That was kind of unexpected, Chris. Yeah, we're running a little bit behind here, but that's okay. We're just having a nice little run here. None of the safety system stuff on, just a nice snowy ride here going to Munich. Wasn't paying attention. Gotta. Hey Daniel, how are you? Nice to see you here. Mr. Champion. So has the I'm guessing it's still a little bit early for the bird to be prepared for dinner tonight. That's in the fridge still. Or is it already in the oven roasting away, waiting to be devoured by you? You know, I have to wonder if our new viewer Gary was watching the stream last night, and but I think if he had, he would have spoken up, I reckon. One, two, three other stops beyond this one, and then we're done. Again, it's in the oven. I can smell it from up. Oh, nice, good deal. See, I don't ever remember having it like that when I was young. You know, like honest, because I was usually up in the morning anyway on the weekends by 6 or 7 in the morning, because I'd be trying to watch the cartoons or whatever before, you know, before the TV was taken over by, you know, news talk programs in the afternoon, or, you know, whatever. So, you know, those like Meet the Press and stuff like that. So I was trying to find all the fun stuff to watch before I got all serious on TV. You know, I would like to make my own pot roast for like Sunday. So like, you know, if I get up and I just put it in the slow cooker and just let it cook while I'm doing my streams, and then by the, you know, the afternoon it's all ready and I can start picking at it and just slowly eat it throughout the day, and have leftovers on Monday and maybe even Tuesday, depending on the size of it. You know, maybe get some sourdough rolls or something, and Abyssal has a dual motor in the very first vacuum to adjust itself on the floors. I think I've heard of that. I do remember hearing, not that I know much about vacuum technology or whatever, but I do remember hearing when that was like a big selling point back in the day to housewives, especially, you know, before women were entering the workforce themselves and not staying home as much. That was one of the selling features. You know, oh, it's adjustable to the floor, you know, and it's supposed to, it'll definitely get all the stuff up that you don't see, and, you know, they'd have all those like little demonstration sort of things, you know. And then, you know, they would be convinced, oh, I got to get this vacuum because this is the most amazing thing ever, you know. I thought my carpets were clean. Hello, Amela. Speak of the devil. I was just wondering, I hadn't seen you. You weren't in the flight stream, I don't think. Unless I missed you, and if I did, I apologize, because I was trying to fly the plane. Oops. The wrong way here. But yeah, I do recall that was a big... Well, I think it started back in the either 50s or 60s, Old Crankman, if I remember correctly. Because that was, I think, any technology that, you know, made, you know, your house cleaner, that was a big selling point, especially to the housewives, or even if they weren't using it, they, you know, they were, if they had a cleaning person come in or something, you know, they wanted that, they wanted them to use that. So yeah, that was a very important selling point, I think. Yeah. Talk about food and vanilla turns up. But yeah, it's at least that's my understanding. I could be wrong, but that seemed to be one of those things that was a big selling point for for housewives back in the day. And not everybody had houses that were on the split level. Was usually one level, but then as time went on, people had split level houses. So you had your living room and dining room and kitchen and all that downstairs, and all the bedrooms were upstairs. So yeah, you had to have a vacuum that you could use on the stairs and got the cleaning job done. Oh, okay. I wasn't sure because I was like, I might have missed you by accident because it was a bit of a, it was an interesting flight, but we got through it. We landed on the water, no problem. And so, yeah. I have been watching, I only intend to watch the first 4 seasons of it, Mad Men, because it's a very interesting show. But I think after season 4 or so, it starts to kind of go downhill. So I think they didn't know, it was starting to go a very weird direction. So, but I've enjoyed the show. I enjoy watching it again from time to time, just because you pick up on little things here and there that you didn't see before, and the character interactions and stuff like that. So yeah, but it talks a little bit about that kind of stuff where how they market things were specifically towards like the housewife, for instance, and they knew how to get the, how to make that advertising work. Well, at least if we keep nailing our stops pretty well, we might be close to a gold. Who knows? We'll see it once we get to Munich. You're standing out here, T-shirt. You're gonna catch pneumonia walking around like that. Hey, Josh, how are you? I was just thinking about you the other day. I was like, if we haven't seen Josh in a while, I hope he's okay. Good to see you. Hopefully you're doing well. You hadn't been in mixed streams in a while, and I hadn't seen you in a while, so but hopefully you're doing well. Oh, is that supposed to be the sun coming over that way? It looked like train lights or something were coming towards us. Good to hear. I guess the sun's trying to peek through the snow and all that. Maybe way over there. There, that's what it is. There's the sun. I think. Coming up. Just looked out the window. All the snow has been washed away with the rain. Yeah. Yeah, we've had that a couple days ago where it was warm and it rained, and then a vast majority of the snow that was here is gone. A lot of the sidewalks are now cleared up. Not all of them. It's weird. A few of them are still a bit icy, but that's just laziness on the part of the property owner to not take care of their stuff. So better get on the brakes here so we don't go speeding into the. We want to maximize our points. Mela, we talked about this yesterday. You can't have a go at Chris and Daniel. You got to pick one or the other. You can't keep doing this. It's not fair to either one of them. Six likes, thank you all for that. Appreciate it. You know, I think maybe next Sunday we'll do a run on Clinchfield. I haven't been on Clinchfield in a while. So maybe we'll do that instead of... No, we still got to do the flight Miami. So we'll do Clinchfield first because that's going to take a bit of time, and then we'll go fly in Miami. He likes to lose against us, so it's fine. Yeah, but it's not fair to you or Daniel. It's like, you know, Mella's playing with your emotions. Yeah, I think, because I haven't been on Clinchfield, so we may do a run on Clinchfield. I don't know what service exactly, but we'll do a run on Clinchfield. I haven't been on there in quite some time, so. Have a nice scenic ride on Clinchfield next Sunday. We'll do that first, and then we'll do our flight along the coast of Miami up to Palm Beach. That 'tis the plan. Alright, so we got a bit of distance here to our next stop, so we'll just get up there at 160 kilometers an hour, and then we'll be there before we know it, and then we'll be just about done. That makes me think caboose, yeah. Yeah, the only route, as far as I know, that we ever had that had cabooses. Litchfield. Yeah, I was just thinking about that. Yeah, we'll have a nice run. It may not be the whole route, but we'll definitely make something good out of it. I think there's a couple that are like half, you know, like you're halfway and you continue one way or the other. So yep, I remember that too. All the talk about the pink cabooses and Richard's Discord. You and River were always talking about the pink cabooses. Have you heard from River? Have you heard from River at all? Or have they kind of gone MIA? Oh, you have heard from River. Oh, how are they doing? Oh no. That was Josh's, when he got very excited about the prospect of having a caboose, and his first goal was to paint it pink. I think he had a whole pink train as well. He's still with us. Good. Well, whenever you talk to him again, tell him I said hello. Hope he's doing okay. So we got Munich passing, and then on into Munich Hauptbahnhof itself. So we're near the end of this journey. Well, glad you heard from him. You know, I know for a while you guys talk, and then he disappears for a bit, and then he's back again. So hopefully he's doing much better in his life. I know he's had some struggles there for a couple years. He was really having it tough, and hopefully things are improved for him. That goes there. So we are just cruising along. That's our next stop, and then we'll go right on in there. Yeah, well, good to see you here, Josh. I've been thinking about you. I was just like, man, we haven't seen Josh in a while, and I'm guessing you've been busy with work and everything. And it's usually by the time mixed streaming, it's, you know, you might be too tired to hang out or whatever. Or, I don't know, but it's good to see you here. Probably slowed down a little too early there. That's okay. We got a yellow in front of us. Better start slowing down even more. Yeah, it's always nice to see some of the old crew from Richard's Discord hanging out here and saying hello. Richard usually has popped in the past. I don't know. It looks like we're going to have to wait here. I haven't seen him in my chat in some time. see him every once in a while if I pop into Joe's. Would be. Well, somebody must be up in front of us there, I think. Oh yeah, there is a train on our line in front of us, so... I got up and had some cereal this morning and had a bagel and some orange juice, and now I've pretty much had my coffee, although I really need to get more disciplined that if I'm going to make it, I need to drink the whole cup. So I may have to make it earlier so that way I have it finished before I start streaming, because a lot of times I sit it down and then it cools off, and then by the time I'm wanting to drink it, it's kind of like lukewarm or cold. So, yeah. Need to be a little bit more... Let's have a look here. I think it might not be where we're stopping at. It might be. Let's have a look. No, nobody's there. Have you been on... Oh, no, I have not been on Bellin recently. Oh boy, it's been a while since I've watched any action there. You know what it is I think I used to watch it like before like, you know, like before I'd go to class, you know. So I would watch it just to kind of get my mind off things for a bit, and yeah, God, I haven't watched that in ages. What are we waiting for? I hope this isn't glitched. I'd be really disappointed. Why is this thing flashing? Alright, let's have a look again. We got a crossover. I don't understand why we're stopped here. Unless it's for an ice train coming out of Munich. Or we're behind an ice train. Yeah, I don't know why we're... Something tells me this is glitched. Yeah, it's been a while since I should watch it again just because I haven't seen anything. Has there been some good stuff happening there lately? Like, some interesting... Why are we stopped? I don't get it. There's something coming from this way, maybe? Kawasaki MO. Is that one going to cross over? Is that why we got to wait? I guess we're just going to be stuck here, but something tells me this is glitched. I don't know. Kind of a few old oh, nice. Nice. I do like seeing those old war bonnets. Those are fun. It sounded like we had a pretty good sized train coming through here the other day. I'm surprised this is not... Something doesn't seem right here. Coming through here, unless they're gonna... No, they can't change over there. So... Well, that's what I'm looking for, Joseph. I don't see one. And it's like nobody's on our line, as far as I can tell. Like, we should be okay to go. I think this is glitched. Would not surprise me. So that one's there. I think everything's clear. I don't get it. So I don't know, maybe it's glitched, but maybe not. I don't know, because it seems like we're sitting here a little bit longer than I would have expected by now. But because I haven't been on this in some time, I really don't know what might be the maybe. Okay, so the ice train has to go in front of us. That's why. Ice train's on our line now. That might be why. So we have to wait for them to get well ahead, and then we should be able to get going. That's what it was. All right, now we can go. That's what it was, the ice train. What, you have a menu you look at through first? Well, like we said before, Amela eats the pre-breakfast breakfast, the breakfast, and the post-breakfast breakfast. The pre-lunch, the lunch, the post-lunch lunch. And then the pre-dinner, the dinner, and the post-dinner dinner. That's how Amela operates. You should know by now. He has to eat all those things in that order, otherwise it's all hell's gonna break loose. Because if Amela skips any of them, he's gonna be hangry for the rest of the day until he's caught back up on his eating cycle. Another service over there next to us, coming in from that side. Just had the call, my dinner is ready. Nice. We'll get you some of that bird that's all cooked up. I think I'm going to have me a little break here after we're done. I've never tried to, like buy a uncooked chicken and cook it myself. I don't know that I would know how to do it correctly, but it does sound absolutely amazing to roast it yourself. Just eats whatever. Yeah, that's true too. Alright, looks like we're finally... we're going to be late regardless. So, keep an eye on our speed here so we don't get caught up to the ice train too quickly. Heck, I do remember. I'm pretty confident if there was nothing else to eat but baby food, and Bella would eat the baby food too. If there was nothing else, that would be like, screw it, I would eat the baby food, I don't care. By service to Munich? Or to Augsburg, I mean? We're headed. Yeah. If there was nothing else to eat except that, I'm sure Umbella would just gobble it up. The Queen has tested positive for COVID? I don't know what to say about that. Let's start slowing down here because it seems like might just be that yep, that ice train's in our parking spot. Alright, the ice train's moving out. Yeah, we're definitely late now. We were already late as it is, but now we're definitely late. Yeah. Well, I would think almost anything at her age is not good news. I mean, to be honest, it does. At her age, it almost doesn't matter. She could get a paper cut, and that might do her in, you know. So, yeah. She has lived a very full life. There's no doubt about it. Certainly a very interesting life. Probably one that she didn't expect to live at her young age when she became queen. I know I'll certainly miss her when she's gone. I know she hasn't always been popular, but I've always thought she's been a phenomenal leader there of the UK in her own way. And I think she's been a stronger woman than many people thought she was capable of being, to be honest. And a lot of people didn't expect her to be there that long. She proved a lot of people wrong, I think. Small-headed. Oh boy, Mela, where do you come up with this stuff? Was it Princess Margaret, her sister, though? Boy, she was a real firecracker. Very much opposite of the Queen. Oh boy. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you, Mick, though. She's been there for quite some time, and it's nearing the end of her reign, and it's time to hand it over and let the next generation take charge and, you know, I guess it's really supposed to go to Charles, technically, but, you know, he's not young either. I'd rather see go to William, because at least he's young enough to, you know, he'll be around for some time. Charles, I think, you know, it wouldn't be lucky if you get 10 or 15 years out of him. But yeah, I think William would be a good choice. You know, he's young enough that I think many of the young people would rally around him. And I think he respects the traditions enough as well that the older generation, I think, might respect him as well. Hopefully. But I think William would be a very good choice over Charles. But that's just my opinion. Yeah. That's ready to separate you all. You don't start correcting your behavior. Well, I mean, she has been for some time, but now I think, especially since Prince Philip died, I think her, you know, she's lost a bit of her life. You know, he was always there for her. When you lose somebody that you've been with for as long as they were together, it's a hard thing, you know, to take. And so I think she's heartbroken. Not that he was a very perfect guy in the marriage, you know, since they've been together, but she loved him. And when you lose somebody you love that much, it's a very hard thing to take. So I would imagine she's very heartbroken about him not being there. So I think that's part of it. But I think it's already decided that Charles would take over when she's gone, but I really like to see it go to William instead. I think they need some fresher blood in there, some younger blood, you know. Somebody who's a bit closer to the age of the, you know, the younger generation. But, you know, I think they've made their decisions, and that it is what it is. I think you can only hope for maybe 15, 20 years tops, I think, would be about what you would get from Charles at this point. If they're lucky. Alright, we're finally pulling into our destination here at Munich. It's taken a little bit longer than expected. We certainly had that delay, which I did not plan for, but it's okay. It happens. Ron. Jeez. Yeah. But it's an end of a generation. It's an end of an era that went on probably far longer than anybody could have foreseen. And you know, she's had to make some tough decisions and lived through some very difficult times as the queen. And I think the one thing about her, this is my perception, I may be, completely off base here, but I always got the sense that when she got it wrong, when she made some choices or made some decisions and everybody's like, yeah, that wasn't very popular or whatever, I think she tried to go she made some changes to switch, or she realized what she tried to do was wrong. And that's not often that a person in that sort of position would do that, because usually if you're wrong, they don't care, they don't want to admit that they're wrong, they'll just be like, so I was wrong, who cares, get over it. So I think she's been very gracious in her, when she's had to make some tough decisions, and realize that maybe the decision she made was not the best choice. So, yeah. At least that's how I perceive her. I could be wrong. She's had to change with the times, too, as well. And, it's not always an easy thing to do. When you're that age. Let's see how we do. Silver. That's okay. That's all right. It's all good. Anyway, that will definitely be it. Yeah. We had some interesting things happen, but it's all good. We had a nice little time here in the snow. So anyway, that's going to be it for today, folks. I will see you all tomorrow in the Beechcraft Baron going from Topeka to Omaha. So, yeah, should be a good little flight. So do join us for that one as we get ready to wrap up the month of February. And so there. I will see you all tomorrow then. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, morning, afternoon, evening, early Monday morning. Wherever you are in the world. Peace. Live long and prosper.